Hey, and welcome to another episode of the Velocity Sessions. This is day number 4 as we are going live 5 days this week, celebrating the launch or the end of the launch for founding members of the Velocity program. And if you have not joined into the Velocity program right now, text that number 321-326-9910. My team will get back to you and see if you're a good fit for that. But today is all about funnels and campaigns and going through page by page one of our top performing campaigns, which is one that right now is generating, it just depends on the day, somewhere between 50 and 100 brand new customers every single day. And I'm going to walk you through some of the principles and concepts, and then I'm going to take you step by step, page by page through the funnel. Now, the cool thing is that most of you have actually gone through the funnel, right? Most of you are in this group because this funnel worked on you. And I hate saying that, like it worked on you, like I tricked you, right? But you came through a funnel that had an amazing value proposition and it got you here and you're learning cool stuff today. So that's what we are going to do. I'm going to hit the intro and I will see you guys on the other side. We believe that your dreams, goals, and ambitions are too important to push off until tomorrow. We know that the fire inside of you needs to be unleashed so you can make a difference in people's lives. That's why we want you to create and build your business at warp speed. This is the Velocity Sessions. And welcome to the Velocity Sessions. Again, this is day number 4 in the 5 days going live. And we have a couple announcements and things to get to before we jump on. But first, I appreciate you guys being here. I got my main man, Peter, on the training today. We got Trevor here, who's excited about today's teaching. I love it. Joven says, I'm ready today. I don't know why your photo's not popping up, but appreciate you being here. Appreciate all of you guys being here live. First bit of housekeeping. Just like the day before, we had a really cool contest where we were giving away a copy of a book. So we have this bad boy to give away from people who were here live yesterday. And so I want to do that first thing today. Maybe I'll actually remember to give it away like during the training, but likely not. So I have a plan for that, by the way. So Celebrity Branding You, this is going to go out to my main man, Trevor Haymaker. So apologize for butchering that, but you won the copy of Celebrity Branding You from yesterday for commenting, participating, being a part of the stream. So Trevor, what I need you to do is email greg@ambitious.com with your address. Again, I know I have it on file somewhere likely, but if you could hit me up, greg@ambitious.com. We'll get this out to you today and you can claim your prize. So and I got a little smiley face from him. So good. So yeah, greg@ambitious.com and we will get this out to you. So I'm going to put this over here. Now, for today's so what I'm going to do, instead of trying to remember to give the prize out today, what I want to do is I want you to come back tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to run an ad, and I'm going to show you how to put a video up, run an ad to it live, and it's going to be really, really cool. So I want you to watch today, participate, drop comments, do all the things that you guys have been amazingly doing. And I'm going to pick a winner, and I'm going to pick that winner tomorrow because that seems to be the trend that's working good for me. What I'm going to give to you is an entire program that I created. I got to interview a product. So it's not really like an interview. It was actually a training course that I created with my main man, Brian Tracy, with Tommy Hopkins, and with Michael Gerber from the E-Myth. It's called Business Development Mastery 24/7. This is like a collector's item because you're getting CDs. I don't even know if you guys have CD players, so you might just have to like put this on your shelf. But you're gonna get CDs, the manual, transcript, and an action guide with this. It's a program that we sell for $299 back when people had like CDs and stuff like that. But so we're gonna give this away to somebody that drops a comment, leaves some knowledge, like does some cool stuff, and we'll give this away tomorrow. But I think this is a great way to end this week's training and to get you guys to participate, which you guys are doing a great job of. So we're gonna give this away. You'll learn from the main man, Brian Tracy, from Tommy Hopkins and Michael Gerber. And, this is probably one of the coolest prizes we can give away. So we'll give one of those away tomorrow. All right. Now, let's get into today's training. So in today's training, we're talking about funnels. And there's one funnel in particular that we're going to build today. And I don't want it to come across as that it's too advanced for you to do, because I don't want you to say that I could never create this. But I also don't want you to have the false belief that this is something that you can slap up in an afternoon. It is, what we're going to be building is a self-liquidating offer, an SLO. It could also be called, maybe you've heard it's like a tripwire funnel, maybe a free plus shipping funnel, something like that. But the goal is that the funnel itself liquidates itself. And so what I mean by that is, if I'm going to spend money on advertising, which all of you, that is the goal for your business, is to spend money on advertising to generate new customers and clients. If I'm going to spend or invest $100 today, I want to generate at least $100 in sales by the end of the day today. And that means that we didn't lose any money. We didn't waste money. We didn't risk money. We didn't put we brought it back and we broke even. We liquidated our costs, which means that if I spent $100 today and I got $100 back, my bank account is no different. Most people, when they think about advertising, they go, I'm going to spend $100 today and I get nothing back. Or maybe I just generate leads. Like maybe you generated 5 leads for $100. That's $20 a lead. Now, do those leads eventually turn into things? Well, we're going to generate customers in this process. And the goal of the funnel, again, is to liquidate the cost of advertising. So what you're doing is you're generating customers at break even or better. You're generating customers for free. Because most of the time we think about, well, it cost us $100, $200, $500. I was talking with one financial advisor, like their cost per acquisition is like $2,500. Now their commissions are much higher than that, but they're spending $2,500 to acquire a new customer. Well, how can they liquidate some of their advertising costs by having one of these funnels? That's what we're going to talk about, and that's what we are going to build today. So I like showing you guys like tangible proof, like this is real stuff. So we're going to go through some theory and some like conceptual stuff. I'm going to draw some stuff on the iPad, and then I'm going to walk you step by step through the pages in our current funnel that is doing this. So a lot of you have gone through this guy, the Ambitious Video Planner. You either have one, you have one on the way. This is an example of a self-liquidating offer. So we spend anywhere between $1,000 to $2,500 every single day on Facebook ads to sell Ambitious Video Planners. Now on your end, you see it as cool. It's a $10 book. Well, on our end, we pay Facebook somewhere, and again, depends on the day, $25 to $40 to sell a $10 book. All right, so that math doesn't work. Now, in addition to the $25 to $40, we also have a $9 hard cost to mail this out, to print it, to put it in an envelope, to put the stamp on it, to have a human being do all that stuff, $9. So let's say that it's about $49 to send out a $10 video planner. That math doesn't work. That doesn't liquidate. That you're like, all right, why would you spend $49 to sell something for 10? Well, we don't do that, because if you've gone through the process, if you've gone through this campaign, which a lot of you have, you saw that there was what we call a bump offer, an offer right on the checkout page that I think it's $29. Then we have another offer, which is like $49. Then we have another offer, which is like $149. Not everybody takes any of those upgrades. Not everyone takes the upsells, but the average that people spend going through that funnel has to equal or average the same amount that we spend on traffic and the how much it costs to send the planner out. So if it costs us on a high end $49 to advertise and fulfill on our video planner, the average customer needs to spend about $49 in order for us to break even, to liquidate. Hopefully that makes sense, because you have your cost of advertising, how much you're giving Facebook. And for us, we have cost of fulfillment. Now, if you're just fulfilling with a digital course or a PDF, you don't have the additional costs, but we have physical printing costs, mailing costs, shipping costs, all of that gets baked in. So if it costs us about $49 to acquire someone and we're averaging $49 in sales, we liquidate, which means that if I spent $2,000 in advertising and fulfillment, and we generated $2,000 in sales, we generated a customer that didn't cost us anything to acquire. All right. That is the magic of this. And that's what we're going to go through today and build all of that out. Now, this isn't something that's that we're the only ones that do. You guys see these all over the internet. So I was just going through my shelf, like right behind me, of all the things that I've bought through this process. So Perry Marshall has a really cool book called 80/20 Sales and Marketing. It's a great book. You can buy it on Amazon for like $20 or whatever it is, but you can also get it for a penny to get this book, and he will ship it to you because he has other offers throughout the funnel in the sequence. And then ultimately he wants to get you into his other training programs, different things. But this is an example of a really cool book. Someone who is probably one of the best people on the planet of doing these offers is the main man, Russell. So Russell's got .com secrets, and he's got traffic secrets, and he's got expert secrets. These are all self-liquidating offers. The core offer, what he's really trying to sell you, is ClickFunnels. Yes, he wants the book in your hands, and yes, it's good information, but at the end of the day, he is spending money to get you to get this book, ultimately to get enough people to buy ClickFunnels that it liquidates his advertising costs, and now he starts making profit from you every month when you pay him for that ClickFunnels bill. All right, so he is a master at these. Another really good one is we do the audio version. So my partner Nick, I built this funnel for him. Story selling audiobook. We do the audio version of this for $2.99. Now there's no fulfillment costs. It's just MP3s. But then we have other upsells in the funnel. And then at the end of it, we're trying to get people to write best-selling books or to get on TV or to do branding or to do PR and all the things that Nick's side of the business does over at the agency. So that's another example there. Then we have Choose from Ryan Levesque. He's another one. So free plus shipping. He's got a couple upsells, and then ultimately he's trying to get you into the Ask Method, which is his $2,000 info product. So he's giving away this book to break even, and then every $2,000 course he sells doesn't cost him any money. It's 100% profit. My main man, Troy Broussard, he does Infusionsoft consulting, or he did. And so he did this book as a free plus shipping offer to get people in. And then he had a course about Infusionsoft mastery, and then he had an upsell, ultimately selling Infusionsoft consulting. So if he breaks even selling the book and the Infusionsoft mastery course, everyone that pays him, I don't know, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 to do the done for you Infusionsoft stuff is 100% pure profit because all of his acquisition costs were swallowed up in this book funnel or in this process. My main man, Dave D. So he had this funnel and we did a bunch of videos for him to generate people into this funnel. Same thing, trying to get people to go through this campaign to get the book for free plus shipping, or I think he did $10 in free shipping, which I think we copied from him. So thanks for that, Dave. So we did this. He had a couple upsells and ultimately trying to get people into a back-end program or service. And then here's a fun one that we did when we first launched Ambitious. We did the Ambitious Guide to Orlando. So if you guys are local, like real estate agents, financial advisors, we did this guide to Orlando, and then ultimately we were selling like affiliate offers for travel packages and things like that on the back end. So it was a really cool book about like the 10 best donut shops in Orlando and stuff like that. So it was a cool book right when we launched Ambitious. That was to self-liquidate, and then everyone who bought the affiliate offer for the travel stuff, we kept 100% of those profits. So that's a couple examples that I have for you guys. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and go over to the good old iPad and draw out what this funnel looks like. And so we can kind of walk through the different parts, the different components of this funnel. So let's go ahead and build this up. So on a self-liquidating offer, again, the whole goal of this is to break even. If we profit on this, that's even better. But the goal of this is can we alleviate all of our advertising costs? All right. So at the very left side, obviously we're going to have traffic, right? So this could be from your videos, and your videos have a call to action that drive people to a link to this funnel. This could be ads. This could be like podcasts. So today in the group, I just posted it. I was interviewed on the Hustle and Flowchart podcast, probably the biggest podcast in our space, in the internet marketing, online marketing community. I was on their podcast. And at the end of the podcast, they're like, hey, Greg, how can people reach you? And I said, actually, man, the best thing that people can do is they could get a copy of our Ambitious video planner. And they can just go to theambitiousplanner.com. And I did a special link /hustle for Hustle and Flowchart. And now I'm using that podcast that I was a guest on, driving people into this funnel. So you have, your videos, your ads, you have your podcasts, if you're doing emails. So we'll go to like selfimprovement.com and we will spend, I think their email blasts are like $3,000. So we'll write them a check for $3,000. They'll send an email to 100,000 people and we'll send them to the funnel that I'm about to build for you. And as long as I generate $3,000 in revenue back, it's a winning campaign, and I'll go back and I'll rebuy that. We do this to the Florida Real Estate Association all the time, probably once a quarter. I think it's $1,000 or $1,500 to send an email to everybody on their list, and they send it over. And again, as long as we hit that $1,000, $1,500 mark, so it could be emails. But anyway, we're sending traffic. We're sending this traffic instead of to an opt-in page. We're actually sending this traffic to a sales page. All right, so this page. The purpose of this page is to actually generate the sale of your book, the sale of your template, the sale of your course, the sale of whatever it is. And so you have your headline at the top, usually some kind of sales video here. And then you have your buy button. And then, if you need some supporting text here, and then you have some more buy buttons. But the whole point of this page is to say, yes, I want the video planner. Yes, I want your book. Yes, I want your template. Like whatever that it is, you are actually selling that. After they go to the sales page, they go to an order form. Right? You guys have seen this. You guys have all bought things on the internet, hopefully, or else you're like living in a vacuum, right? But you bought things on the internet, and this is where you like your name, your address, your phone number, your credit card info, all of that. I'll show you some cool things that we do on this side of the page that really help out. But the big thing that we have added now to this is what we call in the industry, and what Brunson has really started, is called a bump offer. And it's simply an extra add-on. So think of it like you go to McDonald's and they're like, do you want fries with that? That would be considered a bump offer. It's something no-brainer, impulse buy that you would buy right at checkout that you don't have to like sit and research or read a lot of copy. You're just like, I'm already gonna buy this video planner. I might as well add on this. All right. And so you have this bump offer. The whole point of this bump offer, well, obviously you want to add value and you want it to be valuable for someone, which it always should be. I'm going to hope that everything you sell is valuable. But the whole point of this is it increases the average order value. The higher the average order value, the more you can spend to acquire a customer. So if your average order value is only $10, which is the amount that somebody spends in your funnel, well, then you can only spend $10 in ads. But if your average order value is $50, you can now spend up to $50 in advertising. That's the difference between being able to afford traffic online and having you go, wow, we just wasted a lot of money in Facebook ads. We just wasted a lot of money on this email buy because you're not able to generate enough revenue to support the cost of advertising. And with advertising costs continuing to rise, you need to increase your average order value as much as possible. So having this bump offer increases the order value. So let me show you like specifically how the math works on this is that here people are spending $10 for a video planner. So if they're spending $10 for a video planner and then we make a bump offer for, let's say, $30, and let's say we can convert 1/3 of people who go to this page, 1/3 of people who go to this page say, yes, I will take that bump offer. That means we've added, just by having this bump offer, another $10 in average order value, because if 1/3 of the people take it, 1/3 of $30 is $10. So now, just by having this, our average order value is now $20. So just by having this one thing, we've doubled our average order value, and now we can spend $20 to acquire a customer instead of $10 to acquire a customer. And I gotta give a shout out where shout outs due. I learned all of this from one of my mentors, Todd Brown, and it has changed the game for us by increasing our average order value. All right, so now that is the point of all of these offers, but the bump offer in particular, because usually it's an impulse buy and you can get 20%, 30%, 40%. We've seen offers at 50%. 50% of people take your bump offer. You've just almost doubled or more than doubled your average order value. So now you have an order form. After the order form, they're going to go to another offer. Some people call it an upsell. It's a one-time offer, anything, it's all the same language. But what this is a special offer that they can only get here when they go to this page. And so here, maybe it was, you have this retirement course that normally people can come and they can buy and it's $199. But right now, because they just bought your book, you can get it for $49, but you have to buy now. And then people can say no. So if they say no, they go to the next step. If they say yes, it automatically charges their card right here in the funnel. They don't have to reinsert their information because they already did. That's the power of this offer. So all they have to do is just boom, click a button, and it adds that order right to their, to their order. They don't need to enter any more information. Now I'm going to go over here. And again, the point of this offer is to increase average order value. So if you only got 20% of people to take a $50 offer, it would then again increase your average order value by another $10. All right, because 20% of 50 is 10. So now you just increase to another $10. So if your main order is 10, you're getting 30% here, that adds another 10. You're getting 20% here, that adds another 10. Your average order value is now $30 instead of what most people have is just this. Now your average order is only $10. All right. Now coming over to here, we have a second one-time offer that's usually higher priced that we expect a very low percentage of people to take, but the ones that do, it adds so much to the average order value. So right now, our take rate is only about 5%, but those 5% of people are adding a $149 product, and it adds to our average order value and our daily take home, and it changes the numbers, it changes the metrics. And then finally, the last piece of the puzzle is you have your thank you page or your confirmation page. And this is where they get the receipt and the next steps. All right. I know this is heavy, right? I understand that this is a lot. I also understand if you're like, well, I'm a financial advisor. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a chiropractor. How does all of this apply to me? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But let's kind of go through an example of how this could work for a non-traditional, like a non-info business. Like my business, it's easy because I can just create another course or another training or a coaching program or something like that and add them in here. But if you're like, well, I just sell financial advice, right? Like I sell financial plans. Like how does this work for me? So let me draw that out for you guys real quick. And then I'm going to show you these step-by-step pages of how you can do this yourself. So let's just say that you're a financial advisor. All right. Well, the first thing that you could do is you could sell a book, right? And so I know Michelle was on here just a second ago. I know that her husband, Steven, has a couple books. So you could do a book here. So you could do like a PDF version of the book, or you could do a physical version of the book, right? And maybe you're doing the PDF for $4.95. Maybe you're doing the physical version for $10. I'm, again, just making this up on the fly, but you could do a book right here. And you could say, hey, you know what? If you want to learn how to bank on yourself or how to do this or how to do that, how to create a financial plan that's going to provide for you and your kids and all of this, buy this book. It's going to help you. They buy the book and now they go to the order form, right? Where they're going to give you the money to buy the book, right? And then you're going to have a bump offer, which could be, let's just say it's $19, maybe $29, which is a video walkthrough of the book, right? So maybe it's just a video walking you through, the 3 things you taught in the book or the 3 core strategies. You can also have a bonus of the audiobook. So now it's you reading the book and it's MP3s and you could charge $19 or $29 for that. Now that's your bump offer. All right. Now we go into the first one-time offer. And this one-time offer, you have your headline and you get a video of you talking about the offer and you could buy or you could say no thanks. And in this offer, maybe it's a $49 of a workshop that you did for your clients. Maybe you brought in all your clients to share this really cool strategy you've never shared before, and you only filmed it for your high-end clients, and you recorded the whole thing, and now you're going to give it away for $49 here, but typically the only way you could have been in the room is if you had invested more than like $1 million with our firm, or if you did something like crazy like that, and now you're selling for the first time ever, you're selling the recordings, and the only place you can get them is right here for $49. Now, you could not have a second one-time offer. You could have a second one-time offer of another recording, or maybe it's actually like a service here. right? So maybe you're going to build them a tax plan. And typically the tax plan costs $1,000, but if you sign up now, you can get it for $299. Again, I'm making this up. I have no idea what your pricing structure and stuff like that. So you could have something like that for an OTO too. And then here's the important part for a lot of people. On the thank you page, never make it a dead end. So if you're a financial advisor, real estate agent in this situation, on this page, you say thanks. Here's the stuff that you bought. But the people who get the best results are the people who I get to work with one-on-one. And since you just bought my book, I'd love to offer you a free 30-minute consult, and then they get to book a call. Right? That's where all the profits come. They book the call, they become a client. Now you just made a lot of money. You just made a bunch of commissions, and the cost to acquire this customer is essentially nothing because you liquidated it through everything that we just did. I hope that makes sense. Like that, I get it. That was a lot. That was heavy. If you guys have questions on that, let me know because I'm going to start sharing some of the pages and things. But this is how I would use it as a financial advisor. We're doing this right now for someone in the stem cell marketplace where, they're doing their book, upselling into a course all about, getting rid of pain and feeling better, into an entire program on stem cells, into opting in for a call for a consultation to see if they, qualify to do stem cells. And then ultimately for a full body stem cell treatment, it's like $10,000, $15,000. And so it is when they sell that $15,000 stem cell treatment, all of their advertising costs were mitigated. The other thing that happens is this person who's now getting on the phone with a consultant or a salesperson, they bought the book, they went through the course, they have, they're like so excited. Like they have already bought in so far into who you are and what your philosophy is and what you're teaching that they just want the thing, which is really, really powerful to have that indoctrination, to have that pre-framing. The cool thing, and again, one of the reasons why I'm going live every single day this week is, if you've watched for 1, 2, 3, 4 of these days so far, you're like, wow, this great guy's probably pretty sharp. I'm excited to learn more about his program. And so, that's what we're doing here. Joven says, so the thank you page offer would be free. Again, it just depends. Like, I think, again, it depends on your business model. So, in the case of like a financial advisor, yeah, a free call, because you do free like most advisors do free consultations anyway. And so really thinking about what is your sales process? This could be, so like what Russell Brunson does is this is a free webinar and they join the webinar and the webinar sells ClickFunnels. For us, it's a video on the 5 mistakes people make in their videos or their branding. I forget exactly what it is that leads them to texting the number that I'm going to put on the screen. When you text this number, we try to sell you Velocity for $9.99 as of right now until tomorrow. We're giving them free content. That content does the selling into our core offer. So Peter just said, I need to reverse engineer by starting from the high-end final product. Yeah, and it's not even that it's a high-end final product. It's the core offer, what you really want to sell. I don't wake up every day and, part of our metrics that we look at is like, yes, I want to sell as many video planners as possible. The reason why I want to sell as many video planners as possible, as far as our business model goes, is the more video planners I sell, the more people go through the funnel, the more buyers I have, the more people will see the offer for Velocity, the more people will join Velocity. So that's the point, is to get people into Velocity. Now, the video planner is awesome. People shoot their videos. You guys see the posts in the group every day of like, I did my first video and look what came in the mail. Like, that's awesome. That's all a byproduct of what our goal as our business is to generate as many customers for Velocity as possible. How we do that, to much to what Peter just said, is we sell the video planner, which delivers goodwill. It creates some buy-in, right? Because you've spent $10 now instead of just a free report or something. So now there's commitment on your end. I know that you've qualified yourself at some level. That's really powerful that now we ultimately got you to where we want to go. So, that's what we're trying to do here. So, all right, I'm going to jump out of this. I'm going to come full screen just for a second. If you guys are interested in Velocity, remember that tomorrow at 5 o'clock is the deadline to join Velocity and get the $1,000 discount, as well as 12 months of coaching with me instead of just 12 weeks of coaching. You can learn more by texting that number, 321-326-9910. Myself or my team will get back to you. Obviously, I won't get back to you while I'm live. That's just weird. So it would be my team getting back to you, 321-326-9910. But the deadline is tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a page-by-page breakdown. So now you guys can actually see this and how it works as we pull this entire thing together. So let's take that off. Let's go back to the iPad. So this is my sales page. And I get that you can't see all the little things, so I'm going to blow it up in just a second. But this is the sales page. There is a lot happening on this page. There are multiple videos. There are a lot of images. There is social proof, and we're going to walk through this. But what I want everyone to understand is the difficulty in the task of even making a $10 sale, of giving away a video. Going back to Brunson, just using him like as the example, if you look at his sales pages for his free books, they are like a mile long, and there are dozens and dozens and dozens of testimonials to sell a free book. Why does he have to do that? Because there's so much skepticism of, do I buy this book? Am I going to get scammed? Is it some weirdo? Like, does this actually work? So don't underestimate how difficult it is to sell even a $5 thing or a $10 thing. So ours is a $10 video planner, and you can see how much work goes into selling that $10 video planner. So let's blow this up. And let's move it around. So the first thing you can see, so one thing that we've done a lot of on our landing pages recently, right at the top in that yellow stripe, I'm big on calling out. And so we have different versions of this landing page. We have one for financial advisors, one for real estate agents, one for dentists, one for a lot of different marketplaces. And so this one, we're calling people out. We're calling experts, authors, coaches, consultants out here on this page. That way they identify like I'm in the right place. So we have the same page, but themed then for attention, financial advisors, wealth managers, retirement planners, attention, real estate agents, brokers, and real estate professionals, like something like that. We have attention, dentists, orthodontists, and medical professionals. We have, so again, very, very similar, but we call them out so they go, I'm in the right place. He or she is talking to me. So right at the top, we have that attention, experts, authors, coaches, and consultants. We use some subtle social proof right in the headline, Emmy Award winning producer. So, this is from like not just a Joe Schmo, but we have some credibility right there. The word strikingly simple. This is interesting. So strikingly simple is definitely not the best combination of words to use there, especially as we like underline it. It was dead simple. And that converted like gangbusters, but then Facebook said you can't use the word dead in a headline. So we had to take that off, and we used strikingly. It didn't really change the conversions that much, but the whole point of the headline here is there's a promise. This makes creating client-generating, brand-building videos dead simple, strikingly simple for any expert. Now that's the promise. The promise is if I get this thing, it's going to make making videos super easy. Client-generating videos, really, really easy. And then we added the special quarantine update for a limited time, reserve a digital and physical copy. So we made the presumption that it's a bonus that you're going to get both for only $10, which is true because right before this whole thing happened, we were selling the digital version for $10. And you could upgrade to the physical version for more. You could upgrade to the physical. I think it was $17.95. But we decided let's just go all in at 10, and it really worked. And there are likely a million typos on this page, Mr. Robert. So I'm probably the typo master. I make more typos than anyone. And my thing is I don't care because it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Obviously I don't want to like make them on purpose and like look like a fool, but typos don't matter. On sales pages, they don't that just is something. Now, again, you don't want to look sloppy or bad. And I'm not telling you to make typos and I'm not excusing typos, but it ain't that big a deal. All right, so this button here, 2 is, and that wasn't just to you, Robert. That was just in general because it's just crazy how there's typo. I can't say the word that I want to, but like typo mean people who go and like on my Facebook ads and like say like, oh, you have a typo in your ad, I'll never buy from you, and I'm like, cool, I'll delete you from my life. Video here is me direct to camera. You guys have all seen that and watched that. This button here, the image, send me your address. That whole entire thing is the button. So if they click any part of that, it opens up a pop-up that says step 1 of 2, where they enter their name, their email address, and their phone number. And that is super, super important because you wouldn't believe how many people enter their name, their email address, and their phone number and then do not end up purchasing. So it's really important that you have a 2-step landing page process. So the sales page sells the $10 thing, but you want them to enter their name, their email address, something, so you can retarget them. So you can say, hey, Robert, saw that you were interested in the video planner. You didn't quite grab one yet. Here's the link to finish your purchase. I would say probably 50, I think we're at ballpark at the 50% that go to the page after they've given us their name and email address, go to the page for their credit card and they don't fill it out. And we get about 20% of them, we get about 20% of people who don't fill it out via follow-up email sequence to go now and fill it out. Michelle says, as a dyslexic, it's a great thing to hear. And look, and it's not an excuse to make typos, but like, on our sales pages, on our headlines, on our videos, like we do it all the time and it never, ever suppresses sales. So that's, just my 2 cents for the day. All right, going into the next step. So I tell them what they get. And the big thing on the right-hand side is that social proof. The more social proof you have for your thing, the better. If you are selling a physical thing, meaning like a book or a cheat sheet or something, having people holding it, having it, saying how much they love it is super important. Happy smiling faces. So we did, when we first launched our video planner, I took the video planner and I mailed it to 20 friends. So 20 people that I knew where as soon as they were going to get it, we're going to take a picture and be like, Greg, this is awesome. I love it. Thanks so much. And so that is exactly what happened. So here we have Alex, who's an insurance agent down in Miami. He got it and immediately took a picture, sent it to me, shared it on Instagram, and I got to use it. Underneath, now I have all these people. So like Ryan Hanley, one of the top insurance bloggers, sent it to him. Brad Spencer, one of the top consultants in the space. Troy Broussard, I shared one of his books earlier, one of the best Infusionsoft experts on the planet. Vivian Stark, who was a client at the time. Dr. Karen Hardy shows it to her granddaughter. Real estate agent David Coker brought his video planner on a vacation. Like all of these people now are helping us. Like they're happy, smiling people holding their video planner. I mean, look at like Brad here. Like Brad's like, I got this thing. And Troy, holding it and smiling. And Ryan, like all of that now shows that, A, this is a real thing. Real people have it. And, I want one of these. It creates that I want it factor. So really important that if you're, if you're going to do a book, have, this isn't, again, you got to draw your line, right? Have the people in the office hold it, take a picture of it, send it to your 5-10 of your top clients, but you want some of that social proof right away so that people can see that it's a real thing and that people are enjoying it. So we did that. Social proof here again. So we've shipped more than 1,300 planners already. I can't believe that we haven't updated that and no one's told me to update that because we're at like 4,300 right now. So we need to update that. But that's again, social proof that like you're not the first person to buy this, that there's other people like you that have bought it. This is an overhead video. I did this in the group a couple weeks ago about the easiest Facebook ad that you can create. So this is just me putting the book in, flipping through some of the pages. That way people can see what they're purchasing. So if you have a book and you're doing a book offer, do one of these overhead videos. A real estate agent, and you're awesome, and I'm going to forget who you are, just posted one in the group, and it was so good. Give me a second because I'm going to find it. I need to shout you out because you did an amazing job. She just posted it in the group. Sorry, I'm scrolling on another computer over here and the internet froze. Here we go. Kristen Gomes did an amazing job. So shout out to Kristen. If you're watching this, you're amazing. But check out what she did. She just did it for like a free report. She just like slid it in and like so good. She did an amazing job. So she mimicked that. Again, here's what you get. The pricing, more photos of the thing. Again, I want to create this thing of like, I want that. I want that. And then another buy button. So there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4 buy buttons on the page. So 4 places for people to do that. So that is the sales page that we have created for this. So once they click that button, now they're going to go to the second step in the process, which is the order form. So let's pull up the good old order form here. Here's what the entire order form looks like. So again, a lot going on the order form. So you have your standard stuff. You see it on the left, all the contact details and your credit card information, all of that stuff. And so now what I'm going to do is, as most of that should be pretty standard, here is the bump offer. Yes, Greg, upgrade my order. So right now we're getting about 30% of people who go to this page, check that box and add an additional $29 purchase to their order. So 30% of people are giving us an extra $29. Now, it's a great product. It's called Distribution 2.0. It's about where to put your videos online and how to put them online and how to optimize them and all of that stuff. And so an additional $29 for for an additional $29 for a third of the people take this offer. This is done using something called a bump offer in ClickFunnels. You can also do this in Kajabi. You can do this in Kartra. You can do this in Groove Pages. You can do this in ThriveCart. You can do this in SamCart. Almost any one of the shopping carts that are made for online marketing, you can do this. It's not total rocket science. A couple other things. We resell on the order form page. This is important. Just because they went to the order form page doesn't mean they're going to give you their credit card. Like I said, about 50% of people get to this page and bail before we get the credit card. So we need to resell on this page. So the first thing we do is we resell what they're getting. They're getting instant digital access, and we're going to ship a physical copy to your home for just $10. A picture of what it is. So now they're like excited again to get this thing. Here's again the big bullet points of what they get, outline the video minutes, the 52 ideas, and a free training. And then social proof, we have 2 testimonials, reselling them on why they need to purchase this. Even though they've already mentally made the decision, we are reselling this. So here's Brad Spencer and Brett Berkey reselling it. And then there is a money back guarantee. I'm pretty sure it's like a forever guarantee. We didn't do 30 days, anything like that. You get your video planner and you don't like it. So out of 4,100 video planners, we've had 3 refunds of the actual planner. Which is pretty darn good in our marketplace. 3 refunds of the planner. I'll tell you a funny story. So one of them made me depressed for like maybe 48 hours. So someone got the video planner and they got it. They set it on fire, called it a POS, and hopefully you know what that acronym is because it's a family-friendly show today. Called it a POS. Threw the fireball at the camera. I think he was like shooting with his phone, like someone was doing it, and told me to F off and to give him his $10 back, or he was going to call the cops. Best like refund video ever. But I was really like sad. I was like, and now I'm like sad for this person that $10 ruined his life that bad for something like this, that he set it on fire, threw it, called it a POS, told me to F off, and that he was going to call. And I don't know what the cops can do about getting a refund. I think they have bigger things on their plate to deal with. But, so if you guys have any good refund stories for your business, let me know. But that's my best one. But he's one of 3, so not bad. So that is the order form. Notice all the buttons that we do. They don't really say buy now. We try to make them more benefit driven buttons. So even like send me my planner now. So they're clicking on it like, yes, send me my planner. Boom. Like they want to hit those buttons. So just little stuff that you can do to increase conversions there. Now let's go into the one-time offer. So again, right now, someone has spent at least $10. They bought a video planner. Maybe they took the bump offer. Maybe they didn't. We now have their credit card on file from the last page when they hit submit. What we're doing now is we're trying to make a one-time offer, a special deal that people can get right here, right now. And this is what the one-time offer page looks like. And the screenshot got a little messed up. There's a little bit of white space, but you get the picture. So I'm going to pull this up. The big thing that you want people to do is you don't want them to close out of the window. You don't want them to close out of the window and exit the process. A, because they won't get to the thank you page and get the thing that they actually bought. But B, what you don't want to say here is congratulations, your order, so we always have wait, your order is not yet complete. And then we talk about the language I like to use is would you like to upgrade your order? Would you like to upgrade your account? That's the language I like. There's other language that you can use as well. And then the video is actually presented as a tutorial. So watch this tutorial, discover the 5 ways to end your videos that will book your calendar solid and sell more products like magic. It's a benefit to the person. Ultimately, we're selling a product called Snackable Offers, and we bonus in our Snackable Speaking Secrets. One of the coolest courses I've ever created. It's not rocket science. It's like 5-minute videos, but if you don't know how to do a call to action, you don't know how to pitch your product, it's invaluable. It's worth way more than what we're charging for here. So yes, upgrade my offer, and then they can click no thanks. So you always have to give them a way out, right? So, and we do that immediately. So these buttons don't appear when I make the offer, they're there the entire time. I don't want to NLP trick ninja people into buying things that they didn't want to buy. So yes, upgrade my order. We have the pricing right there for $69, 30% discount, or no thanks, I don't want it. We have a little bit of, showing them what the product is, the different snackable offers, a little bit of copy here, and then a bonus when you upgrade. We threw in the Snackable Speaking Secrets Masterclass, and again, they can upgrade the offer or say no thanks. So this is what our page is here. I think if I were to do this over again or to continue to optimize it, I would write more copy. I would probably get the video transcribed and write long form copy so people can just skim. Yep, I want it. Boom. And then I don't know why we don't have it. So again, like just being transparent with you guys, I don't know why we don't have it. We have no picture of the Snackable Speaking Secrets Masterclass. Like we should have at least an image or something that conveys what it is, because that creates more desire and demand for the product when people can physically see it. Like, oh, that's the video that I'm going to get, or that's the course I'm going to get, whatever it is. So that's how I would improve this page. So, look, we don't have all the answers. We got a lot of good ones, but we're still figuring stuff out too. So that is that page. And then finally, we have a second one-time offer. This is for our Velocity Masterclass. Essentially, this is week 1 of the 12-week Velocity program that we sell. We sell it for $299. Here, you can get it for 50% off, which is $149. Again, it's that one-time offer. You can only get this here. You can only get this now. You can't get it anywhere else at this price. So you have to do it now. I filmed this all on my webcam. I filmed it in one take, and it converts really, really okay for us in that 5% range that I shared earlier. And this, again, only 5% of people are taking it, but then 5% of people are adding $150 to their order, which really bumps up our average order value and helps. On this one, we have a lot of social proof. So we have 2 testimonial videos. We have 2 big testimonials here. Here's what they're going to, a lot more copy on this one so they can really see it. And again, the graphics. So this is what we didn't do on the previous page. We did it much better here with social proof, with a lot of bullet points, with pictures, with all of that stuff. And this is a much, much better offer. So this is the second one-time offer in the process. And then finally, the last piece is the thank you page. So no matter what they bought, if they only bought the video planner, if they bought everything, if they, customized their order however they wanted to, they get to this thank you page. The thank you page has a video from me. You can see super professional in my backyard with a bunch of dirty towels over in the corner. My wife is gonna love the fact that all those dirty towels are there. If I blow that up, look at that, like a dirty White Sox hat and some towels. So I'm telling you, a lot of the things that we think matter don't matter. But we like to think that they do because we think people are paying more attention to us than they really are. They're not. They want to know, how do I just get the thing I paid for? So a quick video for me that tells them, here's what's going to happen. We're going to ship your video planner out. Here's when to expect it, like all of that stuff. The second thing that we added in about a month ago is we created this group. The group that you're watching this video in is only about 30 days now, is this Velocity group, which is amazing community. And this has been one of the biggest things and biggest profit centers for our business is this group. So we want to get people into this group immediately after purchase. Also in the follow-up emails, we get you into this group, which is awesome. Click here to join the Facebook group. And then at the bottom is step 3, access your purchases. This would have all the orders that you bought, so you would see all of the different things in the process. So if you bought the video planner, you would have a link to access that. If you bought Velocity, or if you bought this or you bought that, you would see all of the different offers there. That is the thank you page. So I said earlier on the thank you page, never leave them without the next step. For us right now, the next step is join the Facebook community, because once you join the Facebook community, once you guys who have been on this for the last 4 or 5 days, you're now advocates for what we do. I continue to see the same names commenting, the same names taking action and all of this stuff. You guys are part of the community now, which is really powerful for us and for our business. So that is our next step, is to get you in the group. And then when you're in the group, I do these kinds of trainings and I make offers to buy stuff. And that's how we grow the business. So those are the pages. That's the funnel. That funnel currently is in the 50 to 100 sales every single day. So, 350 to 700 customers a week. It's close. Last month, it was just shy of 3,000 brand new customers that we brought in the month of May. And we're filming this the first week of June. So not bad, all things considered. But you can see how many moving pieces are in the funnel part of it, right? So you have the pages, right? So you got to build all the pages, write all the copy, shoot all the videos. You also need all the products. You also need all the automations. You need the membership site. So I didn't want to scare you and be like, this is so advanced, but there's a lot of moving pieces. It takes us a really, really long time to build these. So on average, it's taking us about 45 days to build out these campaigns. By the time that we map it out, film the videos, edit the videos, build the technology, we're in about 45 days. And that's like working close to full time on this thing. I think you could probably go faster if you had the team and the resources. But as part of our, we're able to launch these at about 45 days. And we're about at the 45-day mark for our next one, which is going to be the Velocity book. So we have a book called Velocity. So we are launching our next one. Hopefully, my guess is towards the end of the month will be the Velocity book, which will then lead into a bump offer of it's about the 9 mindsets in Velocity, which is the first part of the masterclass. And then we'll have a video version of that and an audio version of that as the bump. We'll have a one-time offer. I don't know what that's going to be yet. The second one-time offer is going to be the Velocity Masterclass for $149, and then ultimately selling Velocity at a discount at $999. And if they don't buy it there, it's going to be $25 or $2,000, $2,500, whatever the new price point is. So that's what we got. So I'm going to jump into some questions really quickly because you guys had some good ones. I love that. That's super smart. I love this. What a drama queen. I'm guessing Alex is talking about the guy who set my book on fire, which is fun. So here's a really good one. So when I go through these funnels with all these offers, it gets on my nerves. So two things with that. A, yes, it happens. B, you should be looking at it. If the person didn't provide value, meaning like it was just a bunch of stuff thrown up and thrown together, then yeah, it can get on your nerves. But if you were super interested in golfing and you just bought these amazing golf clubs and the golf pro didn't say, well, you really need some golf shoes, and you showed up to the golf game without the golf shoes, you would be mad at the golf pro who didn't tell you, at least tell you about the golf shoes, because now you look foolish, or now you have a way to go faster or a way to get more. And so as someone who is the business owner, the salesperson, you're doing your customers a disservice if you don't tell people about the additional things that can help them to go faster, to get their, to give them more resources, to support them more. My rule of thumb, and I don't know if I got this from Todd Brown or if I got this from Russell, and I believe in this, is when someone says no twice, don't make any more offers. So we only have an opportunity for you to say yes or no twice in our current funnel. But if the funnel has like 9 steps and you've said no 9 times, then that's just an a-hole, right? Like that's just somebody taking advantage of the situation. My philosophy is if someone says no twice, take them out of the funnel and give them what they ordered. Now, someone who has said yes twice, is he likely to say yes a third time? The answer is yes. A buyer is a buyer is a buyer. A buyer who's in heat, a buyer who wants what you have, make him another offer. Always make him another offer. That's a powerful thing to do. But if someone said no twice, take them out of the funnel. You don't need to sell them anything else. Just deliver what you did. Peter said, didn't notice the towels. Yeah, this goes with what he said. Peter says, I agree. A lot of marketers throw in crap in the OTO, but done properly is supposed to create more value. That's exactly right. Wonderful. I was just going to ask that. Saw something on Facebook where you can create a funnel within Facebook. So I know I'm not the best person to answer this question. I know that you can like have your landing page load in Facebook and do some native stuff. We're not doing that yet. It doesn't mean that it's not effective. It doesn't mean that it's not amazing. It's just not something that we're doing. So I don't have, I don't have a great answer for you that. Wow, 45 days and you guys know what you're doing. Now look, but also like we have like customers to take care of and we have other things to do in our business. So it's not like I'm working 9 to 5 just on this funnel. The other thing is, depending on who you hire out and stuff, like, I got to shoot the sales videos. I got to have my team edit the videos. By the time I get it back, then I got to put it on the page. You got to write the copy. You got to have we have a tech guy that does a lot of the Infusionsoft hookups. So like, and then there's edits and then there's testing. And so again, I didn't want to scare people, but like this thing now has generated like close to 5,000 brand new customers for our business. So is it worth it to spend the time doing it? And again, this isn't my the full-time job is just building funnels. If it was, yeah, probably 2 weeks you could crank something like this out. Just realistically, by the time you test things and you retest things and then the technology breaks, I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'd rather like tell you the truth than like blow smoke up your ass and say like, yeah, you just go get ClickFunnels, hit a button and you got a funnel. They can no, like this stuff, if you want it done right, like what what's worth it in your business actually takes time to create. Now, are there ways to speed it up? Are there ways to test faster? We didn't add our second one-time offer until 1 year into this funnel, meaning we just had the $10, the $29, and the $49 for 1 year, and then we added the second one-time offer, and it like changed our numbers dramatically. But I was like, I'm an idiot. But like, there's ways to have a minimum viable funnel. If you're in professional services, you might only need, like for Michelle and Steven, they might need free book, bump offer, thank you page that gets a call with Steven, and he's now getting commission on somebody who wants to invest $500,000 or $1 million or $5 million with them. And they didn't quite liquidate their ad costs, but they mitigated their ad costs and they qualified a customer. So you don't have to go through all the steps in the process. So saying it is 45 days. So it does for us. So right now we're in about that ballpark 45 days till we're launched, tested, like, ads are running and we're happy with where we are. Yeah. That's a great way to look at it. This helps my psyche when offering things. Great. Absolutely. Great advice. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Michelle. So after saying no 2 times the funnel automatically directs them to, correct. Yeah. So when they hit, so let me put that up. So after saying no 2 times, when they hit that no button, you would just set that no button to go right to the thank you page. So that's what we do. Great. The original velocity. Yeah. So that wasn't as complex as this funnel. So the velocity program that we created was, emails to a video with a buy button, right? There was no free plus shipping. There wasn't any like a lot of upsells or anything like that. It was, much, much simpler, less complex funnel. And that actually launched in 72 hours. And that was hands on deck, balls to the wall, 72 hours. We launched that campaign. So that campaign was, we sent emails to our email list, sent it to a landing page. The landing page had a video from me, had a buy button, some bullet points, and another buy button. And then there was a thank you page. That's all that campaign was. I think I had a bump offer, but it was a bump offer that we had already created and I just copied the page over. But very, very simple compared to what I just shared. I definitely appreciate the transparency and truth. Most experts don't, and you learn that after you spend thousands of dollars. Yep. Done is better than perfect. Yeah, that's what I say all the time, and I'm excited to talk to you guys tomorrow, Miss Michelle, so that we can get your campaigns done. This is ingenious. Love that. Cool. Appreciate that, guys. So as you know, the reason we're going live every single day this week is because this is the final week for you to take advantage of the founding members pricing of our velocity coaching program. And this is something that I am really, really excited about. And I'm going to spend just a minute telling you about it. I think that if you've been watching these over the past 4 days and you haven't joined that, you are absolutely crazy. A, because of the price, B, because of the value. If you saw what we did here, now imagine you went and built this, and every single Monday you were sending me, hey, here's the page, critique it, write the copy for me. What angles are going to work here? What hooks are going to work here? Hey, here's the ad. What do you think of our ad stats? Like, that's what this program is all about. So I really implore you to look at this program and join while we have the founding members pricings going on. So I'm going to pull up the good old fancy slides here for a second. And tell you a little bit about velocity, how to create profits in any expert business at warp speed. It's the science and art of creating profits at warp speed. And the biggest thing is it's going to help you to overcome the overthinking, the waiting, the procrastination, the perfectionism, look, 45 days is pretty darn fast to launch a machine that's going to grow your business at warp speed. But that might not be what you need to do. There's members in the group who are launching things in a weekend. We had one member joined on a Friday, and on Monday, his podcast was already launched on iTunes with 3 episodes getting downloads. We had another member who joined the program, and within 1 week, he had launched a dog training course and generated his first $1,000 of sales following exactly what we teach in Velocity. So it's getting it out there. It's done. Better than being perfect. Stopping all that thought that everything has to be perfect, because I can assure you that things are not going to be perfect. Things are not always going to go your way. Things are going to break, and that's totally okay, because we can fix them and make them better along the way. But we need to get things out into the marketplace. People can't buy your programs, products, or services if you don't have a program, product, or service for them to buy. It's designed to get you results fast and do the actions that actually generate revenues and profits in your business. So many business owners that I talk to are spinning their wheels in their business, doing things. I believe that you're working hard. I believe that you're putting in the hours. You're just not doing revenue producing activities. You're just not doing things that generate profits. And there's 5 core activities, 5 core skills and tactics that you need to do in your business to generate profits at warp speed. Those 5 skills are what I'm going to upload into you, into yourself, and into your business over the next 12 weeks. Those 5 skills are getting people to know who you are and what you do through content, through putting out video, through using things like the Ambitious Video Planner and putting out content to your marketplace so they get to see you and know who you are and know what you do. The reason why you don't have more business is because people don't even know you exist. And people that know you exist don't know what it is that you do. You've complicated it. We make it very simple for people to understand what it is that you do. Then we have to have a clear way that you can help people in exchange for money. If you're a coach and I ask you, hey, Claudia, I just saw your name there. I'm not picking on you, but hey, Claudia, how can I hire you? And you go, well, you got to jump on a call. And then and Claudia, the good news is I had a call with her last week or earlier this week. And I was like, Claudia, how do people hire you? Well, she goes, I got package A, package B, package C. And I'm like, hallelujah, you got it. Like, you have to have a clear way for people to hire you. But your product is not your offer. Your offer is how you create desire and demand for your product. And you need multiple irresistible offers, even for one core product, that drive people to say, you know what, I need this. I need to go get my wallet, pull it out, and buy this right now. Or go to my calendar, sign up for a call. Like, how do I do that right now? By creating irresistible offers. Then you need to create campaigns and funnels. Not one email, not one blog post, not one whatever. You need to have campaigns, funnels, multiple steps. I didn't go live one day this week. I'm going live 5 days this week. We have 9 emails going out to our email this 1 week to have a campaign that fills up our Velocity coaching program. Very, very important. It's not about doing one thing once. It's about repeatedly, constantly, and consistently marketing in a cool way. Like, I don't think anybody that's on this training today said, oh, that was a waste of my time. I showed you exactly how we build this funnel, what goes into it, what the pages are, how to build it. Right? And now I'm saying, hey, if you want more of this, here's something cool to do. But campaigns and funnels that add value, but move people to become customers. And then the biggest piece of this all is how to control your future by using ads. Every single one of you, your goal needs to be to spend as much money as possible on ads. Not as little, as much. Because when you have a self-liquidating offer, like I just shared with you, if you would have told me a year ago that I'd be spending $2,500 per day in ads, I would have laughed you out of the building. Now I'm mad when we don't spend that. Because that means we didn't help as many people as we could have. Now I'm trying to get the team, how do we double that? How do we get to $5,000 a day in advertising? Because when we do, we're going to double the number of customers we bring into our business. I want to spend as much as possible because if I spend $5,000, I'm still generating $5,000 that day. I'm no better, no worse off. And now I have all these new customers that I can sell stuff to. You control your future when you have ads that are running for you and that liquidate your ad costs. This is a machine that generates brand new customers every day. And it's really, really cool. Now, something that we're doing for our founding members is included in this program, you have the 12 weeks of training. So every week for 12 weeks, you unlock a new lesson. And it's a lot of lessons, about an hour, hour and a half every single week of lessons that teach you these 5 skills. In addition to that, every Monday, I go live with a coaching session where you get to bring things to the table. Which is really cool. As part of the founding members, I'm not just going to include that for 12 weeks. Just like Peter, just like Claudia, just like Tasha who's on the call, they all are getting 12 months of coaching with me. So for the next year, you get to jump on every Monday and tell me what you're working on and let me work on it with you. Whether that's your content, whether that's your products, whether that's your offers, whether that's your campaigns, whether that's your ads, that's your follow-up, that's your emails, that's your copy, that's your sales message. You get me to work on that with you and point you in the right direction. A bonus, you get the Velocity Vault, which is more than $6,000 worth of courses and training, as well as the Inner Circle Facebook community. Here's some awesome people in this group, including Steve, who was on this. I loved your comment from yesterday. Tasha said, I just want to say that for anybody who is not invested in the pays version, do it by Friday. I just finished week 3 and I've gotten more done that actually makes sense than any other course I've invested in. I haven't even calculated how much time and money I've wasted on courses and seminars trying to figure this stuff out. This is an all hands on deck results producing course. I know it sounds cliche, but I believe this is the best investment for yourself and your business. Streamlined, effective, and fast. I can't thank Greg and his team enough. Dr. Tan, who was on yesterday, says, great program. Greg would take you up on this offer if I was not already in. And Steve says, taking a lot of courses, but Greg pulls it all together, which is really, really cool. Tasha then chimed in, the bonus of the weekly coaching calls is huge. Don't miss that. I'm so glad I got in the founding offer for that. The coaching is more than worth the investment for this program. Here's the deal. Deadline is Friday, June 5th, 5 p.m. Eastern. So about 24 hours from now. now is the deadline. You're going to lock in the founding members pricing and get 12 months of coaching included as a bonus, all for only $999. I know there's a lot of $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 programs that people have invested in the past. Less than $1,000 get you the 12 weeks of training, 12 months of coaching, the $6,000 Velocity Vault, as well as the Facebook community. And you get to join amazing people like Peter and Tasha and Dr. Tan and Claudia. And in all of this, here's what I need you guys to, on Friday when the deadline, the price is going up $1,000. So it is going to be a $19.99 program. So you're getting a $1,000 discount and you get the 12 months of coaching instead of 12 weeks of coaching. So two huge reasons to join by tomorrow. Here's the deal. Go to ambitious.com/velocity or text 321-326-9910. 321-326-9910. Manju is chiming in really quick, says, is there a payment plan? Here's the deal. Manju, text 321-326-9910. Just ask for the payment plan. We do have two different payment plans. One is a 2-pay. It's a 2-pay of $500, or we have a 6-pay. I think it's 6 of $197 or $199, might be $197. So you can just text. It's not on the Velocity link there, but if you text 321-326-9910, we'll send you the payment link. Just let us know which one that you want. 2 payments of $500 or the 6-pay. But again, it's cheaper, faster. If you can just go to ambitious.com/velocity, sign up here today. I'm going to come out of this really quick. Let me go back to the good old eCam. Let's go ahead and put this guy up. And let's see what you got. Michelle, so we've worked with Nick and Greg for years. Love them. We love you guys too. And again, excited to talk to you guys tomorrow. And they have a really, really cool 2 seasons of a TV show that we're about to put out into the marketplace and get them a ton of new clients, which is really, really exciting. Claudia says, so happy that I am in, which is awesome. Dr. Tan, I don't know why I can't put that up, says that means like $20 per coaching. Yeah, if you factor it out, it's like 52 weeks of coaching. It's like $20 a coaching session. That's insane. That's too cheap. Manju says, I won't be able to text. I'm in India. All right, then send me an email, greg@ambitious.com, and I'll personally send you the link. So just email me. I know we've emailed in the past before. So just send me an email, greg@ambitious.com, and I will take care of you. Claudia says, I think my speaking velocity will improve listening to Greg. Yeah, I go fast. But man, hour and 6 minutes, a great training today. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. I really do encourage you, like, if you are interested in this, now is the time. You're going to save a ton of money. I've had more fun in this coaching group over the last 4 or 5 weeks that we launched it than things that I've done in a really, really long time. The results really are speaking for themselves. We're seeing people, launch courses. We're seeing people launch businesses, launch podcasts, doubling their business in, we're talking in like 2-3 weeks span of this program. So super excited. Love to have you in. Text Velocity to 321-326-9910. Everybody who commented today, you can win one of these. I'll give it away tomorrow on the live session. Tomorrow we are going to go and create a video ad from scratch. So how do you create a video ad? You get your perfect prospects to see it and pay, a penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies to get your perfect prospects to watch your videos. We're going to do that tomorrow. It's going to be one of my favorites. Text that number, 321-326-9910, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for checking out this episode of the Velocity Sessions. Please be sure to like this, share this, subscribe, leave a review. We would surely appreciate it. And more importantly, we hope that you use this information to start growing your business at warp speed.